Welcome to another edition of Mat Time, brought to you by Asheville Community Yoga, a nonprofit organization with the mission to keep yoga accessible for everyone, financially, mentally, and physically. I'm Amber Acheson, and today we will be doing some work in our neck and our shoulders. This practice is really meant for people who spend long hours at a desk, or anyone who happens to be confined to a chair for any reason. So we'll begin with a nice centering practice. You'll want to slide back in your chair so that you're fully supported. You want to have your ankles directly under your knees, and you want to slide your hands back on your lap so that your elbows are directly under your shoulders. Close your eyes and begin by taking just 2 or 3 nice full breaths. Filling all the way up on your inhale and letting that exhale go out slowly, smoothly. Again, you fill all the way up on your inhale. And this time, as you let the exhale go, see if you can soften into your hip creases, your thighs, your sit bones, your low back, any amount more. Take another full breath in, filling all the way from the bottom of the lungs to the tops of the shoulders. And this time, as you let that breath go, relax the shoulders, the throat, the face, the crown of the head, the entire spine. Begin to breathe in a natural, rhythmic way. Being aware of those inhales coming in at the tip of your nose, filling all the way past your throat to the bottom of the lungs, and then emptying out of your body, feeling that breath filter from the lungs through the throat, out of the face, and back through the nose. The breath is coming in. And moving out. Take another 3 or 4 breaths. Just feeling the sensation, that wave-like quality of breath moving in and breath spilling out. Use your breath to feel down into your feet. Use your breath to feel down into your shins, your calves, your knees, and your thighs. Use your breath to feel the pelvic floor, the hip creases, and the low back. From the lowest part of your torso, use your breath to feel up the entire body into the ribs, into the chest, and into the shoulders. Feeling along your arms, from the tips of your fingers all the way up through your wrists, through those upper arms, and then back down again on an exhale. Again, softening your face, relaxing your head, feeling your whole body breathing in, whole body breathing out. With your next inhale, please join your hands in front of your heart. And take a moment here to establish an intention for your practice. This could be a mindset that you would like to cultivate more of in your life, or it could be a simple prayer of health, gratitude, abundance for yourself, a loved one, or someone you don't even know. On your next exhale, release your hands back down to your lap and drop your chin into your chest. Take a few deep breaths into the back of your neck.
Then slowly begin to feel the breath moving up the spine on the inhale. Feel how this helps you to sit just a little taller. And feel that breath moving down the spine, back into the sit bones on the exhale, feeling a little heavier in your chair. We're going to keep the chin tucked low, and on the next inhale, slowly roll your left ear toward your left shoulder. As you exhale, release that breath down the right arm. Feel it flow all the way out of those fingertips, and then pull the next inhale back up through the right arm. And as you exhale, settle down into that right hip crease any amount more. Take another big breath here through the right side. And then you'll release the chin back down through center, slowly rolling the neck. And inhale the right ear towards the right shoulder. Again, see if you can feel that exhale move down the left arm this time, softening the shoulders. Pulling that big inhale all the way up from the tips of the fingers into the side of the neck, and then back down into the sit bone. Another full breath in through that left side. And as you exhale, release the chin back down through center. And take just another few breaths here. These gentle neck stretches help to lengthen a compressed or stiff neck. With your next inhale, slowly stack the head back up over your shoulders. Soften the shoulders down on your exhale. Here, we're going to slide forward to the edge of our seat so that we can sit up with a little taller spine. Again, making sure that the ankles are directly under the knees, the elbows remain under the shoulders. And we're going to begin with some shoulder rotations, starting with that right shoulder. As we inhale, we're going to pull the breath from the top of the hip all the way into the armpit and let the breath lift the shoulder towards the ear. And as you exhale, soften that shoulder down your back, settle into that hip any amount more. We'll do that 2 more times on this right side. Again, as you inhale, you're pulling the breath all the way through the right side of your body into that shoulder. And as you exhale, soften it back and down, settling all the way into that right hip. Once more, bringing that shoulder up towards your ear and gently lowering it back down. Take a breath here, right in the middle, feeling both shoulders, and just notice the difference between the two sides. And we'll begin with the left. With the next inhale, you pull that breath from the hip all the way up your body. Let the breath lift the shoulder and then soften it back down, gently settling into that hip. 2 more times on this side. These gentle shoulder rotations help to relieve tension in the upper back as well as the shoulders by bringing greater amounts of circulation into this area of your body. Once more, on this left side, we pull that shoulder up gently and settle it back down. Take a moment here in the middle, 1 full breath, just feel the difference between the two sides. And let the muscles along your back soften. We'll do 3 rounds with both shoulders simultaneously, so that inhale lifts the shoulders, pull the breath all the way up the sides of your torso. Gently squeeze the shoulder blades towards one another and lower them back down. 2 more times with your breath. You inhale, fill up, lift up, feel the sides of your torso lengthen and stretch. And as you exhale, you lower them back down. Once more with your breath. When you release the shoulders at the bottom of this next exhale, close your eyes and 3 gentle breaths. focusing on the upper back, the shoulders, the chest. Blinking your eyes open. We'll begin with nice side stretches, really getting long through the outer edges of our torso. So as you inhale, we're going to sweep the arms overhead, reaching up. Drop the tailbone down into your chair, settle the shoulders down on the exhale. Lift up with the next inhale and hold on to the right wrist with the left hand, and again, settle down into the chair as you exhale. Get long through that right side on the inhale, and as you exhale, gently lean to the left. You don't have to go very far at all here. Keeping the shoulders down your spine, away from your ears. And here, do a nice scan in your body, noticing where you're holding on to any tension or where you have a tendency to cling and tighten, and that's where you want to send your breath. That's where you want to soften. With the inhale, you're going to lift yourself all the way back up to center. And as you exhale, you'll lean over to the other side. A nice modification for this pose would just simply be putting that right hand, the bottom hand, down on your chair for support. And if you can't quite reach the arm all the way up, just simply taking it to a level that feels right in your body is perfectly fine. This helps us lengthen the body, getting more space through the torso. Come on back to center. Bring those hands back to your lap as you inhale. One more shoulder rotation. Lift those shoulders up and settle them back down. Close your eyes. Take a moment of breath right here. We'll begin with a few gentle moments of seated cat-cow. This is spine undulations, bringing circulation through the entire spinal column. It also helps us tone and strengthen our core, and also brings life and vitality to some of the major organs in our body, like our kidneys and even our adrenal glands. As you inhale, you're going to roll the shoulders onto your back and lift your heart, your gaze, even your chin slightly, getting a nice opening through the front of the body. And as you exhale, tuck the tailbone, pull the belly in, round the shoulders forward, and tuck the chin. We'll do this 4 more times. As you inhale, you open up, getting a nice stretch through the front of your body. And as you exhale, begin with the tailbone. You're tucking the tailbone, firming the core, slowly curling in. Breathing deeply, feeling this as a nice massage coming from the inside of your body. You can close your eyes as you move slowly through this sequence and feel the calming nature of this rocking movement. Keeping your body soft. Keeping your movements within a range that feel comfortable and opening for your body. One more exhale. And with your next inhale, come back to center. Settle those shoulders down. Again, we'll do one more shoulder rotation. So as you inhale, you lift the shoulders up. Feel those sides lengthen, and then soften the shoulders back down. Close your eyes and take a few breaths right here, just feeling. Feeling from the lowest part of your body all the way up to the top, and then back down again, settling in. Blinking your eyes open, we'll prepare for a nice heart opener. So when we spend extended periods of time sitting in front of a computer, at a desk, or in a chair in general, our core starts to weaken and we have a tendency to start to round forward in our shoulders and our spine. So this next pose helps us open and stretch the front of the body It helps us lengthen the tailbone, working that core strength, and gives us a nice opening through our shoulders, okay? So again, we come to the edge of our chair. Feet are under the knees. First, hands resting on the lap. Let's do one more of those nice big shoulder rolls. They're just so good. So we inhale, bring the shoulders up. As you exhale, settle in back down. Take another inhale here. And as you exhale, reach behind your back and interlace your fingers. Now, if you're stiff and you can't quite interlace your fingers, using a belt or a strap and just holding on to that is perfectly acceptable. You want to, again, on an inhale, lift the shoulders towards your ears, squeeze the elbows and the shoulder blades towards one another, and lift the heart. We want to keep a slight bend in the elbows. And here's where the core comes in. We're going to effort to keep our tailbone dropping into the chair and lifting the low belly into our body. Facing forward. A nice big inhale helps us to lengthen up out of the hips, out of the sit bones, lifting the heart. And as we exhale, maybe we curl into the upper back just a little bit. Take about 3 or 4 deep breaths here, keeping that tailbone tucked, keeping the core strong. You can let the head go back as far as is comfortable for your body, but in general, we want to try to keep a nice lengthening even through the back of the neck. Keep softening those shoulders down your back and towards one another. If you'd like to go a little deeper in this pose, you can hinge forward in your chair, start to straighten the arms, and reach for the back of your chair. Again, squeezing the shoulders together, lifting the heart, tucking the tailbone, breathing here. Breathing into the shoulders, breathing into the armpits, breathing into the chest. If your hands are at the back of your chair, lean forward, slowly releasing them back down to the low back. And as you exhale, let go of the clasp, bringing your hands forward in front of your knees. Again, a big inhale lifts those shoulders up to our ears. Roll them back down, close your eyes, and just feel the effects of that pose in your body. Deep, full breaths help us settle in, release, and let go of that tension. Our next series of poses will be gentle chair twists. A twist helps us relieve any back pain or pressure for the majority of us. Of course, if we have a major injury, we want to probably avoid this pose altogether. But if it's just minor aches and pains along the back, a twist can really have some good. It also rejuvenates, again, the entire spinal column and really helps us to improve the range of motion we have through the entire upper body. So, we begin facing forward, same stance. Try to get those ankles directly under your knees, elbows right under your shoulders. Just as before, let's inhale those shoulders up to our ears, and as you exhale, release them back down. With the next inhale, we're going to reach that right arm all the way up. And as you exhale, slowly start to twist to the right, bringing the hand to the back of the chair. Here, you may find it helpful to pivot just a little bit so that the knees point towards the right. The left hand can come right onto that right knee, or perhaps you want to turn the palm open so that the back of the hand presses into the outer thigh or outer knee. Looking forward, having your navel lined up with the kneecaps, we're going to take a big breath in, lifting from the outer edges of the hips into the armpits. And as you exhale, you slowly want to twist from the core, pulling the belly in, twisting. Every inhale helps us get a little more length through the spine. And every exhale, maybe we twist just a little deeper. You can look back over that right shoulder as much as it feels appropriate for your neck. And deep breaths here. See if you can follow those breaths all the way from the bottom of the spine to the top and then back down, settling the shoulders, softening through the chest any amount more. Another 2 big breaths here. Staying strong in your core, long through the low back. One more big inhale. And as you exhale, slowly start to come back to center. Adjust your hips in your chair. In the middle, we'll lift the shoulders to the ears on the inhale. As you exhale, settle them back down. Notice the difference between the two sides. Blinking your eyes open, let's go ahead and start with shifting the knees first. So we point the knees off to the left just slightly. Sitting up nice and tall, we're going to inhale that left arm all the way up and then place the hand at the back of the chair, really working that shoulder blade onto the middle of your back as much as possible. We're going to bring the right hand to the left knee. You can have the palm face down on top of that knee, that's fine. Or you can open the palm and have the back of the hand pressing into the outer thigh. Facing forward, trying to line the navel up with the kneecaps, we're going to take a big inhale to get length through our spine. And as you exhale, you gently twist from the core. Again, every inhale, we get a little longer. With every exhale, you twist a little deeper as long as it feels soft, safe, and appropriate for your body. Looking over that left shoulder, keeping the neck in line with the spine, keeping the tailbone tucked and the core engaged. Breath flowing through your body, those deep, full breaths filling all the way to the top. And those calm, soothing exhales reminding you to soften, release, and let go. Feel the breath washing through your body, helping to calm and ease tension in your body. Another big breath in here. And as you exhale, slowly start to make your way back towards the center, adjusting your hips in those chairs. Again, you know what's coming. A nice big inhale lifts the shoulders up to the ears, and as you exhale, settle them back. Here we close our eyes and we take 3 deep breaths, just feeling the effects of the pose on our body. Feeling those waves of breath like waves of life, new life washing through. So our next pose will be a forward fold. I do want to just say that forward folds are not recommended for anyone with osteoporosis. So I will take you through a few different variations. The first one is okay for people with any osteoporosis or probably even any spinal injury, because we're really going to effort to keep the spine nice and straight, no curving allowed. The wonderful thing about a forward fold is that it stretches the entire length of the back, the neck, the shoulders, and even into the hips. It also helps stimulate our liver, our kidneys, our digestive system, and it's great for people with high blood pressure. So we'll begin in our seat, ankles directly under our knees. Let's close our eyes, and again, just lift those shoulders. This really helps us get length and space through our body, and who doesn't want that? As you exhale, settle those hips down into your seat. We're going to take another nice full breath here, lifting the heart, lifting the chest, and as you exhale, start to come forward, placing the forearms on your knees. Now, for this pose, if it feels like your knees are really far away, placing a block
or a folded blanket up under your feet can bring your knees a little closer to your torso so you're not quite as low. That's always an option. We can interlace the fingers. And again, we're gonna roll those shoulder blades onto our back. Feel that you're stretching from the tops of your hips through your armpits. Settle the mid-back down between the shoulder blades. We're gonna lengthen the entire length of the spine from the tailbone through the back of the neck, all the way through the crown of the head. Again, softening the neck, softening the throat. Breathing across that upper back, feel as though you're breathing through the shoulders. For those of you who have strong, healthy backs and you want to go a little deeper, you can slowly start to slide your hands down your legs towards the floor, resting the torso on the thigh. You can effort to keep that spine nice and long, or you can tuck the tailbone and tuck the chin, rounding the spine slightly. Allowing the crown of the head to get nice and heavy. And for those of you who want to go even deeper here, you could hold on to the opposite elbow, letting the elbows pull you closer and closer to the floor. Maintain effort through the inner thighs, gently hugging them together, but not entering into a state of tension. Using that breath to keep you calm, to keep you soft, to keep you in that state of relaxation. Another 2 big breaths here, pulling that breath all the way up the spine. Relaxing the eyes and the jaw any amount more. For those of you who are hinged all the way forward, you'll come back to the forearms on the thighs. Pause here for a moment. Another deep, full breath. And with your next inhale, slowly come all the way up with a nice flat back. Settle those hips down into your chair. And again, we inhale, lift the shoulders to the ears. And as you exhale, settle them back and down. One big breath right here, feeling down into the low back, mid back, shoulders, and soften. This concludes the practice. All that's left is final relaxation. So just like we began, you'll slide back into your chair, making sure that your back feels nice and supported. Ankles are under your knees, elbows are under your shoulders. Close your eyes and come back to the breath. Feeling those inhales wash through your body. And allow those exhales to flow out. With each breath that you take, scan your body, noticing any places of tension or nervousness that you may still be holding on to. Send the breath to that spot, and as you exhale, open your mouth and release that congestion. You can do that as many times as you need. Feeling your body soften. Allowing your mind to relax. Allow your heart to open. And just be with your breath.
with your body. With your heart. Next inhale, bring your hands back together in front of heart center. And as you press those palms into one another, take another moment just to remember that intention or that prayer of gratitude, health, and abundance. Namaste.